Hello there, everyone. This is Neko here. Get ready to play Colony Survival. And I will say this is basically the last episode of this series, mostly because I have managed to complete the majority of the end game along the way. I will tell you, I turned off the stupid zombie attacks because if you look at my food right now, I've had it off for about a day or two now. And you can see that my meals have gone up significantly when I compared to what they were before because there was a bug where my fortress, I don't know what it is that causes it. It might be because the threat banner. It might be because of my underground system. I do not know. All I know is that it causes the stupid place to enter into siege mode. I also have the iron glider here, and it's an improvement compared to the glider. However, my suggestion is, if the people making this game watch, make this a plane instead. What you can have is like the Wright Brothers plane, which is a wooden plane, and it takes, for example, 200 meters of runway to take off. This one could have 100 meters to take off. You can then also make it where the wood one flies about the speed of walking. The only reason why it would be faster is because you wouldn't be dodging trees, moving around trees, jumping up hills, jumping down hills. It's just a straight flight. You're not having to swim. And this one goes 3 times faster than walking speed, which means you go zoop and you get where you need to go. So we're gonna go and take this on a flight. We get in right here, and we'll fly over here to this colony. Actually, I'm curious how far I can get. But as of right now, you still have to build very high up. And as you can see here, you hit a peak and then you start to drop back down. And if you don't hold S, you just plummet like this. And another one of the things that's nice about removing the stupid threat level stuff is that I no longer have to deal with zombie attacks. Although for some reason this still has threat. So I'm not sure why. But as you can see, the glider isn't too impressive. I went through a wall like that. Alright. We have only a couple more sciences left and some other suggestions I would like to see for improvements. Number one, jobs, reasonable jobs things. For example, the blast furnace, that should be able to do effectively this. And what you could do is also make molds. So as you go along, you can have molds, but the blast furnace, it should be able to make the steel ingots, the iron bloom, copper, brass, anything that's meltable. On top of that, it should also be able to make tools because you can forge or cast mold tools in real life where you take a mold and then you dump the metal into it and ta-da, you have a tool. This should be able to do that too, with the exception of charcoal. This should still remain with charcoal and all that. And this also should be what makes uh, coke. In other words, you put coke in here, you keep the ability to make iron and steel in here and all that. And then for a couple other things, this should be able to make a few other items in it too, besides this, because it's a more advanced tool than job block than other things. At least that's my personal opinion. Another thing, What's the point of machine tools if it increases crafting speed by one times when you don't need machine tool oil to operate the machines and you still get the s- tools done anyways? This is a waste of material if it doesn't give you a times at least times 3 crafting speed. Maybe times 2, but even then, it's like, what's the point of this? I would like to get my Fletchers converted over to other weapons and stuff, but since I'm no longer a hostile, I'm simply just gonna probably remove the majority of these guys and convert them to something else. Alright, well, now that I've talked a lot, we've got the science, so we have the ability to complete this. Thankfully, it doesn't take any science points. So let's get this completed. So now we should be able to make tools in the copper, steel tools in the copper anvil. The problem is the expense of it. It takes steel, steel parts, leather, and vial mineral oil. And right now I kind of need to up my uh, probably lead production and coal production because they're kind of lacking severely. And maybe my charcoal. But as of right now, I'm slowly getting everything reorganized and reset and all kinds of fun stuff. I will, at some point, there are some things I would like to see at earlier stages or maybe less advanced versions of it. Like maybe give us an elevator. Well, not an elevator, but what do you call it? A ladder. Give us a ladder so we can climb straight up and down places instead. Also, give us a drawbridge so we can cross horizontal gaps instead. Those would be nice additions to the game. You can unlock them at early stage, and ta-da, you'll be able to start building stuff. Also, some doors would be nice because then we can put our people on and off. I actually, since I don't know why the threat level here still registers as is, but manage jobs, we should no longer need, what is it? These guys, and we should no longer need these guys. That means I can effectively go put them on food and other fun tidbits and other fun little bits that may need to be done. It's nice that each colony has their own individual colonists, which means I can have like 500 colony people in this colony, 500 in my fortress, 500 in my other one, 500 in that one, 500 in this, and I should really get my barley going. But realistically, this is the end. And I guess I'll continue to show you guys around. Most of you have probably already left, but this is just basically the setup designed for getting the research done. If I was to continue playing this game, I would actually start flattening out the ground, start flattening everything, and start prepping homes and streets and walls and all kinds of other fun stuff, making this look more like a colony rather than just a bazillion people stuck in a small square box doing jobs. It'll also mean I won't have to worry about setting up defenses and other fun tidbits like that either. So that's with and you can build your people outside the safe area. However, I have been expanding my safe zone so that now I have it up to here. Another suggestion in the process is this: the banner safe zone. Cut that in half. In other words, as you can see, I'm at level 7 and it's 25,000 points. I personally believe you should have your banner safe zone maxed out before you're even anywhere remotely to these tools here. Like, you should have it maxed out by the time you get crossbows. And basically, once you get crossbows, you should be able to have your banner maxed out practically. At least that's my personal opinion. Because because alright, stockpile. They're currently in the process of making more elevator shafts, so it's nice. We got a launch glider, which I'm gonna set one at each colony, and then I'm gonna build elevators and basically have launch pads. I still need to increase my musket ammo production rate, and I still need to increase a few other things. Alright, science. What do we have left? Oh, speed it up. We've got steel tools made. Woohoo! Look at that. Oops. 2 steel tools times 8 crafting. That's amazing. Alright. I wanted to be able to, another thing that would be nice is being able to plant specific types of trees. Because I would love to create a non-threat type colony and be able to plant like plant these types of trees and plant uh, a few other types of trees. But I would love to be able to plant these. Over here we have my fortress, which if you've been watching the series, you know how this looks. I like I said, if I was continuing, I would top those off, raise those up, put that corner on that, and that, and then effectively line the road here with traps. That way I've got people in there shooting down here. We've got people in there shooting across over here. They're taking care of anybody out here that's spawning and slowly coming this way. And all that fun stuff. Oh, and for those of you who don't know, the reason why I think part of the bug is happening here is because 1, the banner, and 2, this stupid setup, which I think this is what's causing it. As you can see, tunnels down that way, tunnels down that way, all around here, and they're massive, and there's like plenty of space, and they're just outside the safe area, like literally just outside it. Like right here is the safe spot. Alright, so that's this area. At this rate, realistically, this colony and the first colony were the 2 major important ones because they're the ones I started. And this one was for defense, which, well, didn't turn out the way it should have. Alright, well, at this rate, I'm just gonna call this a very, very short episode. If you want to see more, make sure to let me know. If not, well, then make sure to suggest other games. I know this is probably one of the shortest videos you've seen yet, but hopefully you enjoyed and you come back for more. For now, I'm going to continue running around showing anybody who wants to watch this if I can make it in time. If not, oh well. For now, if you want to be added onto the in-screen credits like these people, make sure to publicly subscribe. After about 2 or so weeks, I'll add you on. If you leave before I reach 1,000 though, I'll remove you off because it's for people who gave me a chance. If you want to see other games I play, make sure to check out my channel. I do play other games, and if you want to see this series, since there won't be more of this, if you want to see what this series was about and all that, check out the end-screen credits that are coming up. And for those who are still here, here's my wheat farm. This is where I started growing hemp and all that other fun stuff and paper and started moving jobs over to here. You probably won't get to see it because this is about to end, but still, there's my launch pad and all that. And I guess for now, I'll see you next time.